Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel Looking Glass Tarot. What I have for you is a general reading for December 2016. The spread that I have used is the Celtic cross spread, or also known as the sun spread. And I'm just gonna move right into this for you guys. Um, the first card that we have is your starting point. So this is like you right now. And what came up for you guys is the Six of Swords. And what I'm getting from this is moving away from something, kind of like moving on, moving forward into, better times. Um, yeah, and, maybe going on some new adventures, meeting new people, that kind of thing too. And the second card that we have is what's crossing you and what your challenge kind of is right now. And for this, you've got the Seven of Wands. So I feel like for some of you guys, you are, your challenge is you're feeling kind of like you have to be on the defense, whether it's defending yourself or defending somebody else. Um, and I feel like your challenge with that is, um, to be careful with how aggressive you're being, when it comes to being defensive. Um, and some of you might feel like you're being attacked, from all sides, and you're not really sure what to do about it. So that's what's crossing you right now. And then if we move on to the next card, we've got, this is your conscious, mind, which can be your goals and your, what you're working towards, consciously. And what popped up for you guys is the Six of Pentacles. And what I see with this is, your generosity, and giving to others. I also get, like, saving your money. Maybe you guys are, saving up money for Christmas right now, so that you can be able to buy gifts for, all the people that you want to be able to buy gifts for Christmas, and being very generous with that. If we move on into your subconscious, we have got the Ten of Pentacles. And I see now you guys actually have a lot of pentacles. So I feel like this has a lot to do more so with money than anything else. And with your subconscious being the Ten of Pentacles, I see you wanting to be able to, make your family happy. And to be able to have, that happy home life in December. And I also get, maybe some of you guys might be saving up to, possibly, move to a different area, um, like buying a house or renting an apartment or something like that. And you guys are saving up for that as well. And moving on to the past card. In the past, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And that's this card right here. And what I'm getting for that is, budgeting. Looking at your money, how much you're making, where you can put everything. and maybe even this popped into my head too, like if this has anything to do with Christmas time, you could be, looking at who all you need to buy gifts for and kind of like figuring that out. And also, that could have to do with the budgeting for saving up for something, whether it be moving, whether it be, something that you want to get for you or something you want to get for other people. Um, I see budgeting more so in that one than anything else. Then moving on to your future card, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Um, with this card, I see that this could either be a person, someone that's helping you out, which would be, if it's a person, it would be an earth sign, so it would be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Um, Also, it could be an abundance of money, because I'm seeing a lot of money here. Um, so you could have, a decent flow of money coming into where you're able to save up for, what you want to do with that money. All right. The next card that we have is your inner strength and your inner attitude. And for that, we have the Four of Swords. And with that, I'm seeing just kind of waiting, patience, resting as well, kind of having all your ducks in a row with stuff that you know is going to happen. You're just kind of waiting around ready to make your next move when the time is right. And that's kind of your inner strength, is having that patience and that ability to wait for what you want to accomplish. That's what I'm seeing with that. That's your inner strength. The next card you have is your hopes and your fears. And for this, you have the Three of Pentacles. Like I said, you have lots of Pentacle cards here. You guys have got 5 Pentacle cards out of the 10 cards that are in front of me. So, like, half of these cards are Pentacles. But with the Three of Pentacles being in your hopes and fears, I see more hope in this card than a fear. I see that you're hoping that you'll be able to build up to something, be able to put all the pieces together and build it up to what you want it to be, and be able to share it with others. And if it is a fear card, though, maybe it's the fear of asking others for help in accomplishing what you want to accomplish. Being afraid to kind of take the first step to initiate planning what you want to do. That could be the fear part with that. All right. And moving on to the next card that we have here is your outside influences and attitude you present to the world. I feel like this is more of an outside influence. And what you've got for this is the Five of Wands. And I feel like this has to do with a conflict of ideas. People coming at you maybe with like negative thoughts and they're speaking negatively towards you. Which would kind of make sense with the card that's crossing you being the Seven of Wands, feeling like you have to defend yourself. Maybe they're saying, oh, I don't think you have the patience or you have the ability to do this, and you're thinking, your attitude towards it is you're thinking, you know, the thought of, you know, why are you telling me that I can't do this? You know I can do this kind of thing. There's that conflict. Um, it could also be, you know, conflicting thoughts within yourself. If it is, you know, the attitude you present to the world, it could also be, you know, your attitude has to do with your thoughts and yourself. So it could be that you're kind of, you know, conflicted when whether or not you think you can do it. You know, you're kind of like, do I really have the patience to do this? But, you know, your inner strength is patience, I feel. So you got to like tap into that inner strength, you know, of patiently, you know, waiting and saving that money up, or, you know, looking at everything that you have to look at in order to lay your plan out properly. Um, and your final outcome card that we have here is the Fool. So for this, being the final outcome, I see that this is going to be a new beginning for you. I feel like you're not going to let any of this negative stuff get to you too much, and you're going to, you know, put on that happy face, and you're going to um, take a step forward, you know, kind of like look before you leap with that childlike energy of being excited for what's coming, and you'll move forward with it. And that's what I see for this one. Just kind of, you know, going ahead with it, whatever plans you may have. But I see you guys are definitely planning something out here, because you're moving forward and you're saving up. And like I said, I feel like some of you guys might be saving for a new home. You're moving to a different location. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys for December. And I'm going to go ahead and do the last card that I have for you guys, which would be your advice card. And I took this card from my Don Miguel Ruiz, the Four Agreements deck, which is this one right here. Don't know if you guys can see that. And the card that came up for you guys, at the top it says, don't make assumptions. And it says, be aware of unconscious assumptions. And on the back it says, assumptions are made so fast and unconsciously most of the time because we have agreements to communicate this way. We have agreed that it is not safe to ask questions. We have agreed that if people love us, they should know what we want or how we feel. Okay, so with that, I feel like that is playing into your fears here with this Three of Pentacles, you know, being afraid to ask somebody for help, being afraid to ask others for help. Don't make assumptions, you know, that you can't ask them, or that they won't do it, or that they might already, you know, see that you need help, so you don't feel like you need to say anything. You kind of are expecting them to just help you. But that's not always the case. You know, people can't read your mind. You know, you got to speak up and say, hey, you know, I was wondering if you're willing to help me with this, you know, task that I have in front of me that I don't think I can do alone. You know, don't ever be ashamed or afraid to ask people for help. Everybody needs help sometimes, no matter what it is. So you guys, don't be afraid to speak up, you know, and say what you want or how you feel, you know, and to ask the questions you need to ask. Yeah, don't be afraid to do that. But all right, I think that concludes my reading for you guys for December 2016. If you guys could like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I hope you guys have happy holidays, and we'll see you back for your January reading.